Hello viewers, and welcome to another episode of early 21st century cult members of the Pacific Northwest. Today we're going to be examining the same species of cult member from our previous episode, the Jehovah's Witnesses. Only this time we're going to be observing them in their more preferred setting, their Kingdom Hall at meeting time. Will they allow the apostate into the building? No, they won't. Notice how the cult member has nothing to say when the apostate knows full well that the person responsible for extending the invitation to come and take of life's water free is Jesus himself. But in this moment, at this, again, observe the cult member using his phone instead of addressing the apostate with words of common sense, words of logic, words of reason, words of scripturally sound admonition. Observe the cult member put his phone away, content knowing that the apostate hasn't been able to hear and know what has been said.
Welcome.
Would you mind coming in the back in case this apostate wants to come in behind you?
And maybe we'll have a fantastic meeting.
I'm looking forward to having a great meeting as well. Don't touch me.
Actually,
don't
David,
touch
David,
me.
David. Actually, no, I think you touched
Don't
me.
touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Oh, look. Observe the cult members. Observe the cult members, ladies and gentlemen. Is this fulfillment of prophecy? What scriptures are we fulfilling today? Tom, you know what? This can all end right now if you'll let Tom come out here and talk to me. No? Okay. Observe the cult member ignoring the apostate after making a simple request.
Stuart, you know that you're not welcome here, right?
But I am welcome here.
Are you?
Yeah, you know what? Last time I came to a meeting... Why don't you listen to me?
Okay.
Notice the cult member not letting the person finish their story.
You say whatever you want, that's okay.
Well, you're the one that said I'm not welcome here. Would you like me to explain? Would you like me to explain how I am welcome? Okay. Jesus is inviting me and every other person in the world to come and partake of life's water free. And actually, I came to a meeting last time, since the last meeting I was here, and the brothers threatened to phone the police, but the police never came because I wasn't disrupting the meeting. So I give you my word. I give you my word as a gentleman that if you let me in here, I will not say a word.
But it's not about your disrupting the meeting at this point because they know you, Stuart.
Who knows me?
These brothers and sisters know you, and you.
What do they know?
No, they.
You know what? Unless they're being disruptive, people.
But you
who would like? Let me finish.
Now,
no, I'm not. Well, you're not letting me in.
You've
initiated this disruption by not letting me into the meeting.
No, the police actually have told us this is private property.
You don't know
have to be here.
What I'm going to do.
Right now.
Call them right now.
I can't call them right now.
Call them right now.
Because this is private property.
Are you threatening, or are you going to call them?
I'm not threatening.
Well, make up your mind. Because I'm telling you that unless they're being disruptive, people who would like to learn more about the Bible are welcome in this and every other Kingdom Hall, and I don't disrupt the meetings. I have never disrupted a meeting of Jehovah's Witnesses in my life. When the meeting starts, I will
Maybe
sing.
You didn't record yourself.
I will remain quiet.
The last time you came in, you were scoffing at people, you were looking at them, laughing at them. That's a little bit disruptive. At least you did that.
Oh, I scoffed. I scoffed? Okay, so scoffing is disrupting a meeting before it starts.
You're walking around and looking at people and kind of giving them this blowing them on like that.
Am I not allowed to have a difference of opinion?
So you kind of come into our meeting to have a difference of opinion?
No, I'm not going to have a difference of opinion.
Okay.
You're assessing a scoff as something that, I'm prepared to talk to you about. Okay, let me ask you a question.
Hey, Barb.
Is Jesus inviting me to this meeting or not? Hi.
Okay, no problem.
Would you mind going around to the back? Observe the cult members whispering to one another. So the cult member thinks scoffing and smiling at somebody is disrupting a meeting.
No, it's how you make them feel.
Observe the cult member
You know, even when the
telling
police-
me what I'm actually thinking and what I'm going to do. When I have videos proving that I don't disrupt the meetings, what are the odds, ladies and gentlemen, that this cult member is going to watch the videos and see for himself that the last time I came to a meeting, I sat through the entire thing and didn't disrupt it in the least? I wonder if this cult member was provided with a YouTube video, if he would watch it to see how wrong he is. What do you think? Do you think if I offered to show this cult member the YouTube video proving that the last time I came to the meeting I didn't disrupt it, he would watch? Or is he much more interested in just assuming the high moral ground, the side of the true and living God, and just insisting on what the reality is? Observe the cult member refusing to reason, refusing to accept diversity of opinion. So what's the rule? What's the rule? I'm addressing you now. The rule is that if you come to a meeting, you're not allowed to scoff at the cult members?
No.
No? Well, then I can come to the meeting, I suppose.
No, you said it. Were you being disruptive? You said you weren't being disruptive, but you're being disruptive. You're making people feel uneasy.
You're not letting me into the meeting.
You're making me feel uneasy too. You're just
that's
you
your
just
choice.
You just like making people feel uneasy, but you don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
That's your
but
choice.
The police do actually.
The police cannot do anything except let me know that I'm making people feel uneasy,
We're not
and that
asking you.
isn't against the law.
They've never taken you out of here based on something against the law. They just know that you're making people feel uneasy, and they don't want you in there either.
Well, you know what? You're making me feel uneasy by
okay.
refusing to allow me to partake of life's water free. And I'm letting you know that there are going to be a lot of people watching this video.
That's okay.
And by denying me access to this meeting, when I can prove that I don't disrupt the meetings, I quote unquote make people feel uneasy. If I was a street person,
Even the tone you're using now, why do you have to be so...
observe the cult member
Why do you have to-
objecting to the tone
Yeah.
of the person
Talks to
talking
people
to
like
him.
this. My goodness.
Well, unfortunately,
So aggressive.
I'm establishing some
Such
truths.
an aggressive person. My goodness.
Oh, who's aggressive now?
Oh, well, we'll let the viewers
Let the viewers decide.
Yeah, let the viewers decide.
You know what? Last time we talked, actually in front of Best Buy.
Yeah.
Remember that time? I was saying, okay, so I've investigated the Australian Royal Commission, and I'm standing here informed about this religion. Observe the cult member not wanting to be
Observe,
reminded
yeah.
of where
No,
they
I
were
don't-
passive aggressive.
No, you can make
So you
all
want me
the
to stand here?
You can make all the
Oh,
accusations.
but guess what the
You can
difference
make all
is?
the accusations.
Guess what the difference is? The difference is I get to prove my accusations in HD footage.
Prove
Woohoo!
it.
Yeah,
Go
it
to
is good.
court. Prove it.
It is good.
Stop it.
No, I'm just proving that you, last time we spoke, or a few times ago that we spoke in front of the Best Buy, and I'm going to show the video in between segments of this conversation,
Sure.
I said, so you are standing here representing this religion, admitting that you haven't looked into the us, and notice the cult member looking away.
Yeah.
Why don't you look right here?
Oh, that's...
So this cult member...
I don't want to be filmed.
Hi, I don't mind being filmed. But everything is naked.
filmed.
Everything is naked and openly exposed before Jehovah.
That's okay, but legally, if
So-
I said I don't want to be filmed and you're filming me,
Yeah,
that's
but what
not-
scripture? You're one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Every aspect of your life is centered around the scriptures.
Wow.
What
Yeah,
scripture?
legally. My goodness.
Oh, I prove you wrong, and I'm just being offensive. There's a difference between being exposed and being attacked. You're just being exposed, lovingly exposed. Right. Oh yeah. So you were talking about how. Oh yeah. Okay. I haven't looked into the Australian Royal Commission. I have looked into the Australian Royal Commission.
Good for you.
You're out here representing this religion, admitting that you're not informed, and you interrupted me. Do you remember what you said when you interrupted me? Do you remember what you said when you interrupted me?
Remind me.
You said, and I hope you respect that.
I hope you respect us, but you don't respect us.
I hope you respect
you
that
don't
I
respect us at
haven't
all.
looked into the Australian Royal Commission, and I'm still standing here representing this organization.
I don't have to do anything.
You don't.
Stuart.
You don't.
I don't have to do anything you tell me to.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Woo-hoo-hoo. Theocratic warfare at its best. So they picked you to come out and talk to me because you think you have enough of a history with me to remind me of what a piece of dirt I am. and to call the police and tell the story you want. I wonder if you're going to call the police and let me hear what you say.
Is that another accusation that you're making? You make a lot of accusations.
That I can prove about Jehovah's Witnesses and how they treat people who leave this religion and want to confront them
Stuart, can I ask you something?
in a loving way.
If I call the police right now, would you stay?
Yes, I will.
Okay, that's great.
Oh, you think I'm afraid? You think that I'm supposed to wet myself and run away because you call the police? See, this is something you learn if you were to watch my videos. I enjoy talking to the police.
That's fine.
What do you think I'm going to tell them?
I don't know.
I wonder if you're going to let me hear you talk to them, or if you're going to go away and tell the story that you want. Now, you haven't asked me to leave. You told me I'm not welcome.
I did ask you to leave.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You want to prove?
I'm telling you right now.
And now that you're on the phone, oh my God, are you? Wow, that's amazing.
Hi.
Hi, I've just asked somebody to leave now that I'm on the phone.
Oh, please.
Whoops.
Vancouver.
There's Louis. You know what? I get to tell the police that he physically assaulted me. We can talk to Louis. You better tell Louis to leave because I'm going to want to talk. That's what's going to happen now. When the police come, I'm going to say, "I'm glad you're here, officer."
We have a Stuart Lefebvre on the property of 1526. He's filming me. I told him not to film me, and we're not allowing him to go into the building, but he's tried. He's tried to go into the building. It's 1526 Robson Street.
Can I talk to him?
He can call Jehovah's Witnesses, so it feels like a hate crime.
Hate crime, ladies and gentlemen.
We're having a meeting today? No. I mean, I'm one of the people that come to the.
You're one of the lords presiding over your fellow believers today.
Well, he's standing. Yeah, verbally, he's standing in front of me right now, and he's yeah.
Tell them about people in there who violated my rights. See, now if I follow the cult member, I'm loitering. See, this cult member is well aware of the games that he is to play with someone like me, so that the evidence he hopes he can present will mount. If I approach this cult member right now, he is going to be able to say that I'm invading his personal space. This is the game that the cult members play. They walk away, hoping that the filthy apostate approaches them, so then they get to say that their personal space has been invaded. Notice how this cult member didn't want to be reminded of his hypocrisy, of his cowardice, of his lack of faith. But when it suits him to have Caesar come remove me, he's quite comfortable, along with another, 20 fellow Pacific Northwest cult members in Vancouver that have done the same thing in recent months. So I enjoy talking to the police. I'm going to stop recording now so that I definitely don't run out of battery. So the police will come, and I hope they let me tell them the story about Louis Kotsiris physically assaulting me in front of Best Buy a couple of weeks ago. And if that sister is here who grabbed this away from me, then we can talk to them about that as well. Stay tuned. Okay, so I was saying that I have love for you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. You want to stand there and deny that I just said I have love for you?
No, you didn't mean it. That's what I'm saying. You didn't.
Ooh! So what should it look like for a person like me to have love for you?
This is so intrusive.
That's the thumbnail right there.
I'm sure. Okay. That's fine.
Tell me what loving you is supposed to look like.
It's not like this. This is really aggressive. It's, yeah. It's very disrespectful to people's space.
Would you like me to explain how what I'm doing is actually a loving thing?
You don't need to explain
Say,
it.
the cult member
You can explain all you want.
The cult member just wants to tell me that what I'm doing is hateful. And when I offer to explain that what I'm doing is actually loving...
You've been explaining it for months and months, Stuart.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I haven't explained how what I'm doing is loving.
So you would tell the viewers? You're actually going to tell the
No,
viewers?
I was inviting you to tell me what loving you should look like.
It shouldn't look like this.
What should it look like?
Well, I think there should be respect.
Let's wait for the police and maybe they can tell us. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. always miss really good stuff when I turn this off, because you guys instinctively know to say whatever you want when I'm not filming. So the cult member and I have had a very interesting conversation. He is not recording me now, but he was keeping his phone in his hand sort of down to record the audio of what I was saying. Because as you know, I can't keep my mouth shut in situations like this. I tried to just observe the cult members today and not talk, but that didn't work out because they wouldn't let me into the meeting. So those of you who know me, I like to talk in situations like this. I like to try to talk in situations like this. And this brother knows that, so he was leaving his phone on record, and I was saying, you know what, you shouldn't just record the audio. You shouldn't just record the audio. You should record the video too, because when you record the video as well, that keeps you honest. But as we know, early 21st century cult members of the Pacific Northwest typically do not want to be honest when they're presented with an opportunity to be honest by someone other than a fellow cult member. The early 21st century Pacific Northwest cult member will insist that they are honest. All you have to do is come to their Kingdom Hall and see for yourself. But when you present them with a different opportunity that they're not accustomed to be honest, you will not get that honesty. You will not get that honesty, which they feel is acceptable because of how honest they are in their preferred setting, in their Kingdom Hall. Now, has he turned it off or has he turned it on to record me once again?
No, I just turned my phone into not silence just in case someone's calling me.
Tell the viewers about how you were recording me, holding your phone down. Were you hiding it, or were your arms tired? Oh yeah, that's why I started recording him now. I said, why don't you hold up your phone and make it obvious that you're recording me? Like I'm making it obvious that I'm recording him and us and everybody walking past at this point. And he said, well, Stuart, I don't want my... Come on, what'd you say? What'd you say? Tell the viewers what you said. I said, why don't you make it obvious that you're recording me? And you said, notice the cult member not want to say it now while he's being recorded. Okay, fine, I'll tell you. He said, Stuart, I don't want my arm to get tired. Okay, fair enough.
The hands are down now.
He doesn't want his arm to get tired. Oh, Jehovah. Let my arms not get tired. Now, so I was reminding this brother that Louis Kotsiris is in this congregation right now. He's right in here. Louis Kotsiris is the gray-haired gentleman with the black coat who physically assaulted me in front of Best Buy a couple of months ago. And I think that English sister who grabbed this right out of my possession and let it fall to the ground is also in here. So he and I were having a discussion about, I think we can both agree that I'm trespassing today, but that those two Jehovah's Witnesses physically assaulted me. So we'll see if I can get the police file generated on those two Jehovah's Witnesses for physically assaulting me. And we'll see if we can have a bit of a turning of the tide today. Because early 21st century cult members in the Pacific Northwest will call the police when they choose to feel threatened.
I think anybody will call the police if they feel threatened. And you are, I told you, you're invading our space.
You're standing there, man. So observe the cult member saying I'm invading his space.
You are. Why are you so close to me? Why do you have to stand so close?
Look at that. You want to see close?
You just want to record me, so you're coming up.
You want to see, fine. You want to see close? Observe the cult member laugh and guffaw. See, he can't think of what to say, so he lets his laughter and his really smart suit and his really cool phone and his perfect hair and his designation as a shepherd of the flock be enough for him. See, common sense, logic, humanity, a little bravery, a little honesty, they don't factor in for this cult member. Caesar does when it suits him. Big gestures, big jokes suit him. All right, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, that when the police come, hopefully they're coming. Hopefully I've got battery. I have to turn it off soon. I'll tell them about the physical assaults, you guys. I'll say, that brother right there, that gentleman right there, his name is Louis Kotsiris, and that lady right there, I don't know her name, but let's see if we can get her name today. And you wonder why I come back and want to take in a meeting and have peaceful discussions that you find offensive, but that I feel are necessary. Why do Jehovah's Witnesses feel it is acceptable behavior to physically intimidate, physically assault, violate the privacy of, and grab personal property away from people who've left their religion and have some tough questions that they'd like to ask? What makes it acceptable in the mind of the early 21st century cult member to behave that way? Let's see if we can find out today. You know what? I know you're not worried because there's a camera on me anyway. Oh, sorry everybody. So the gentleman.
I thought you were recording it already earlier.
No, I've only got 55 minutes on here.
I'm repeating myself.
So, yeah, you don't like. Notice he says he doesn't like repeating himself because he knows what I'm about to ask.
Because I don't have to.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So I say, who are you to deny me access to this meeting? You don't know what kind of spiritual moment I'm going to have. And then you said about me and my viewers, that's not the interest. We have no interest in watching footage of meetings to be drawn to God.
No,
What'd you say?
I said that I'm not letting you in there because you cause a disruption, and you're like, no, I don't. I want to, so, but you do.
I don't cause a disruption.
You do cause a disruption.
What disruption have you seen me cause inside a meeting of Jehovah's Witnesses?
You make people feel uneasy. You're not kind to them. You're there for, I don't know, whatever.
I'm not kind to them. I'm not kind.
I don't know what you're doing.
Would you like to right now pull up your phone and you can see videos where I am quite kind to brothers and sisters?
You reported me.
Meetings.
We were standing on
don't lose focus. Please don't lose focus. We're talking about meetings. Meetings inside of kingdom halls, which I know are a different story. Have you seen me behaving disruptively inside meetings of Jehovah's Witnesses?
I've been there, yes.
What did I do?
I've seen people avoid you when you come in. They feel uneasy. Can't you respect that?
So I decide to just be disturbed by your presence. That's you disrupting a meeting? No, it isn't.
We don't want you in.
No, it isn't a disruption, Jehovah. Sorry, go ahead. Tell me about what I do that does disrupt the meetings. Once the meeting starts, the prayer is offered, the song is sung, the talk starts, the parts talk, the comments are given, the questions are asked. The concluding song is sung, the concluding prayer is given. In between those areas of meetings, what have I done that is a disruption? What have I done that's a disruption? Colt, got your tongue? Colt, got your tongue, Jehovah. So I think it's been at least an hour since this brother jumped for joy at the prospect of having the police come. And they're still not here. Just like they hadn't come in the hour and 45 minutes last time I was here when I was peacefully taking in a meeting. You guys remember that video? The threat was made, the call was made, or was it really made? And they never came. And here we are I don't know, about an hour after the call was made. What time is it? What time is it?
Time is 4:56.
4:56. So it's been about an hour, and the police still haven't arrived. I wonder if they're too busy interrogating child molesters. I wonder if they're too busy interrogating crack dealers. Maybe they're just a little too busy today to come babysit Jehovah's Witnesses. But, you know, it depends on the officer. You get different police officers, you know. Some of them are pretty cool and willing to have a reasonable discussion with me. Some of them come and they don't care what my side of the story is. They just want to tell me to get lost. Because they too, you know, the police too, can be culty in their behavior as well. Just ask Officer Ramirez of the San Diego Police Department, badge number 3686 or whatever. There was a protest. We tried to protest in San Diego this weekend because of the convention. And you guys are such panic junkies. You called the police in advance and wouldn't even let the filthy apostates peacefully protest from the parking lot. And the cop that came to just come down on those protesters, you talk about power drunk. You talk about letting a gun and a badge and a uniform go to your head. Wow. I'm dedicating this episode of early 21st century cult members in the Pacific Northwest to Officer Ramirez of the San Diego Police Department. Hopefully a police officer does come, because that way it will make the dedication a little more appropriate. There was a policeman in that video, there'll be a policeman in this video, but so far, I don't know if they're coming, and I might be running out of battery, you guys, so we'll see. On what basis were the Bible students chosen as God's organization in 1919? That's for you. That's for you, brother.
If your battery runs out, will you still stick around?
Of course.
Or?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I've talked to the police a lot of times when the battery ran out and I got home and went, oh no. So it's happened before. He's calling the police again.
And we just started calling again because I called earlier and we had a disruptive individual on our property. And 1526, and I'm not against it because he's saying like this because he's trying to, he did try to force his way in earlier and we didn't, you know, we had.
That's a lie.
1526 mountain.
That's a lie. I tried to go in behind the sister. He's here because he would like to press charges at one of the congregation members.
You know, to give me my space, but it's okay. I don't right now. Like as long as everybody was inside and safe, and that's why I'm still standing out.
Yeah.
Like I kind of calling to figure out what would you want me to do in the situation. He's just standing there. He has a camera in my face, and he just won't leave. And he's talking and you know, spewing hate crime at us. So I don't know what to do. Okay. Okay. Good. Well, I'm gonna try to go inside now.
So you're gonna spy on me from inside? Not let me hear what you're saying from inside now? Bye. If you go in there, that is a defeat, pal. Go in there. Yes. Bye, J-Dums. Bye, J.